And today, ang pag-uusapan natin ay discovering the right niche for you. So, nakikita ko hindi nyo pa alam where to start, di ba? So, dapat, when you go in freelancing, alam mo anong dapat specialization mo, anong niche mo, anong parang services na nafo-focus mo. Pangalawa is we're gonna leverage your past experiences. Kung ano mang background mo, we're gonna match that to bigger opportunities and to bigger clients once maging virtual assistant kayo, once maging freelancer kayo. Okay ba yon? Sounds good? Yan. And find out techniques to market your freelance services effectively. So I'm going to teach you how to market yourself online and newbie shifts mindset, fears, and doubt to succeed as a newbie freelancer. Plus, I'm going to show to you mga tools and equipments na ginagamit namin pag naging VA ka. Yan, I will give you a head start on how to use it. And when we finish this lesson, magkakaroon tayo ng live Q&A. So yeah, please stay until the end of this webinar. So, but first, can I share my life story? Para naman sa mga first-timers natin dito sa webinar. So, sige. So, let's hear it daw, sabi ni Cornelius. So, my background is events management. I graduated tourism in UST. And then of course, 'di ba alam naman natin na nagkaroon ng pandemic, so wala nang mga events ngayon. So kailangan kong maghanap ng pagkakakitaan working from home. Tapos before then, I do part-time modeling, commercial, hanggang sa naging freelancer ako. So I see this as my long-term goal. So and alam mo yun, nakapagbakasyon na ako sa Boracay, sa Bali, Japan, investments for me and my mom, nakapag-travel ako with my boyfriend, and attending acting workshops because of the abundance of being an Amazon VA. Maraming avenues mag-o-open sa inyo kapag, 'di ba, you're financially abundant. So, 'di ba, manifesting tayo, guys, sabay-sabay. Can you guys type manifest in the chat? 'Di ba? Yung mga pinapangarap lang natin, yung mga things that we always want for ourselves because we truly deserve. Yan. So, lahat ng mga nag-type ng manifest, mangyayari lahat ng dreams nila. Yan, manifesting tayo all. So, moving forward, after events, nag-ESL teacher ako. May mga nag-ESL teacher ba dito nung pandemic? Di ba ang saya-saya, ang kikit ng mga estudyante, ang babait, but then Hagardo Versosa, ang peg. Kasi, di ba, lahat naka-on yung cameras natin, everyday, nagsasalita tayo. So, walang freedom, hindi flexible. Don't get me wrong, I love teaching, I love making, di ba, new friends sa mga students. But then, I felt that baka hindi to para sa akin. So, that's when I make my first next step. Yon, ako din, just like you, naghanap din ako ng career shift, naghanap din ako ng anong pwede ko maging next step. So, sino dito mga nanood ng YouTube success stories, nila Coach Lish, nila Nikki B, yung mga BPO dati, 100 digits a month na daw, mga dating ex-corporate employee, ngayon virtual assistant. Isa din ako sa mga na-target ng mga ganoong video. So I was so inspired. Sabi ko gusto ko rin ng gantong life. Hindi na ako nagpatumpit-tumpit pa, nag-enroll na ako sa Amazon Seller VA Masterclass. And it was the best decision ever. Ang dami kong na-meet, ang dami kong bagong skills natutunan at doon ko din natuto how and where to start. And after that, mga within the same month, guys, nagkaroon ako agad ng client. Agad-agad. Ganun ako ka-hunger for growth, hunger for finances. So, nagkaroon ako ng first client agad sa Amazon. And my client was very generous enough to share other platforms na tinrain niya ako. Tinrain niya din ako dito sa Shopify, Target, Walmart. Familiar ba kayo dito sa mga e-commerce platforms? Yon. So, hindi lang Amazon, but I also know how to do account management sa other platforms na yan. Okay? And right after that, ang dami kong naging clients sa ibang bansa from Australia, from US, Brazil, and gusto ko sa kanila kasi okay yung pay, okay yung flexibility. Hindi mo na kailangan humarap sa any HR, mga ganyan-ganyang keme. Kung gusto mong mag-leave, sabihin mo lang sila. Bumawi ka lang sa trabaho at bibigyan ka nila talaga ng flexible of time. Yun. So, salary reveal, I know some of you are curious. Sa pagiging Amazon VA ko, nag-start ako 2021. So, 2021, ang una kong naging salary. Can anyone guess kung ano yung naging salary ko noon? Actually, I had 5 clients at that time. So, sinabay-sabay ko talaga. Kasi walang-wala talaga ako noon. Grabe naman yung 180K. $1,000, 300K. Mga nanonood dyan ng KMJS, 80K, 20 per client. Sige, may mga nakaguess siguro. Yan, 86,000. So, ang conversion noon is 50 pesos. But this one, guys, 86,000, that was 4 or 5 clients. Kasi syempre, kakasimula ko lang, maliit pa lang rate ko. And now, 2024, tingin niyo magkano na rate ko? 1 or 2 clients. Magkano na kaya? 500K. Grabe talaga sila, oh. 600K. Okay, ano naman tayo dyan? Yung sa totoo lang. So, now in 2024, ito na ang aking salary. Tadaan! So, masasabi ko lang dyan, yung iba dyan, 1 client, yung iba, pinagsasama ko na in a month. Pwede ito, nakukuha ko in 1 month. Pwede ito lang, nakukuha ko in a month. Pwedeng ito, pwedeng yan. So, diba, there's a lot of avenues for you to earn. You are your own boss. Pag sinipag-sipag ka, kung baon-baon ka sa utang, di magtrabaho ka, magkaroon ka ng maraming Amazon clients. So, bayad na bayad yan. So, sasabihin ko sa inyo mamaya, explain ko bakit Amazon ang malaki. Pag ninish mo ang Amazon, e-commerce, bakit kaya napakalaki ng rate? I will tell that to you later on. So, stay tuned. Guys, ang certificate po namin ay para sa mga students namin, graduated students, yung may yung alam na paano gumawa ng task, yung pag binigay mo yung account management ng isang client, alam na nila paano i-increase yung profits doon. So, yun lang ang mga binibigyan namin ng certificates. So, yeah. So, ito yung mga magaganda at mababait na mga beauty sa ating community. Ano mga coaches, yan, si Coach Lish. And please subscribe to us in our YouTube channel. Marami akong kaming mga value bombs na binibigay dyan, mga tips and tricks, pati na rin sa TikTok. And yeah, this is the course that I took, and the other coaches that we took is the Amazon Seller VA Masterclass. So, hindi lang ako yung may mga gantong wins, but of course, si Coach Senya, ang bongga naman, di ba? Napadala niya nakapagbakasyon siya with her whole family sa Australia. With Coach Senya din, siya rin, nakapag-renovate niya ang kanyang munting bahay. Ang dami nakapag-renovate lately ng mga Amazon coaches ng bahay. Ito din, si Casey Remula, ang daming benefits na nakuha niya sa client niya sa pagiging Amazon VA. Nakapag-travel siya, may health card, internet reimbursement, physical fitness reimbursement, may mga ganyan talagang instances. And ito rin, meron din tayong students, ating mga kapatid. Isa na dyan si Kadi. So, I love her advocacy kasi sabi niya, for Muslim ladies daw, traditionally, they stay at home, take care of the child, take care of the household. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want to settle less for that. Gusto niya mag-earn kasi malaki yung free time daw niya sa bahay. So, with being an Amazon VA, nagkakaroon na siya ng clients. Sa bahay lang siya at kumikita siya at nakakatulong siya sa husband niya. So, that is so inspiring. And also, ang dami rin namin mga success from the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Mayroon pa dito mga members of Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Ang daming mga students sa kanila nag-enroll, tapos nagka-client. Meron kasi silang program, yung PAF, yung Enroll Now, Pay Later. So, may mga loans sila. And it really paid off. And it's very inspiring kasi matakas din yung ano nila, community rin nila, nagtulong-tulong sila. Because if you're financially abundant, okay, mas na-expand mo ang mga blessings mo. Mas nakaka-help ka mag-share ng blessings at ma-serve si Lord. And I want to share this quote to you that Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Ang dami sa chat ng sabi they don't know where to start. Okay? Life may be difficult, but sometimes kailangan natin ng challenges in life. Kailangan natin maramdaman kung what is it like at the bottom, rock bottom. Do you guys agree? Kasi pag nalalaman natin kung ano yung hirap, makaranas tayo ng challenges, yun yung nag-shape sa atin to be a better, to be a bigger person. 'Di ba? Pag nakuha natin agad yung gusto natin, yung pinapangarap natin, yung big dream natin, binigay sa atin agad ni God, maha-handle ba natin yun pag hindi natin na-train sarili natin through obstacles, through challenges? Hindi, 'di ba? So always trust in God, faith, and yeah, mayroong plano lagi sa atin ang Lord. Amen. Amen. And I also love this quote from Thomas Jefferson. "If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done." Okay? You have to go outside of your box. Sino man dito nasa comfort zone nila? If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling maybe you're in your comfort zone, maybe meron ka pang bagay na hindi pang ginagawa, natakot ka. Yun ang pinakang naghihindran sa atin, guys. Yung self natin, yung fear, yung doubt natin, ang daming broken dreams ang nakakaharang dyan. Yes, you really need to get out of your comfort zone and do something you have never done para magkaroon ka ng something na never kang nagkaroon. Maybe could be, 'di ba, mga travel abroad, bigger investments for yourself, sharing of blessings. Yan ang mga bagay na the universe, what you give to the universe, kung ano man mood and emotion mo sa universe, yun din ang babalik sa inyo. So always set your vibrations high. Yan, 'di ba? Nagiging life coaching na tong webinar na to. Okay, let's go back again. So, our lesson for the day, kids. So, let's discover the right niche for you and leverage natin. Ano ba yung pwede mong niche from your past experiences? Paano natin sila i-connect? Are you guys ready? Type ready on the chat box. Type ready. Gusto ko makita yung energy nyo. Ayan, thank you so much. Ready na talaga sila. So, first step, what is a general VA? Anong pinagkaiba noon sa pagiging Amazon VA? Ang general VA, sabi sa Google, is an independent contractor who provides administrative services to clients while operating outside of the client's office. Mostly, ang general VA, ito yung mga outsourced people. Wala sila sa office, but the thing is, ang ginagawa nila is administrative tasks. Ang administrative task, anyone can do it. It's just that the clients don't have time. But yung skills na pinoprovide mo, it can be done by everyone because it's easy. And the fact that it's easy, mas mababa yung rate. $3, 3.50, 'di ba, $96 per month, 4,000 pesos, mga ganyan. Kasi nga, it's not specialized. Ultimo yung mga pagta-type lang sa Excel, sa Google Docs, 'di ba, those are so basic. Pag basic ang kaya mong services, okay, take note of this. Pag basic ang kaya mong services, expect na basic salary ang bibigay sa inyo. You get it? Napaponder nyo ba upon that? Pag mas specialized, mas mataas because not everyone can do it. So, everyone, read this. Read this with me. Specializing as a virtual assistant can lead to higher rates because it allows you to offer specialized skills and expertise in a specific areas. Please reflect upon that, no? And one of the best examples I have here is Yan. I interviewed him. So, na-burnout siya at tanggal sa paghahanap ng nahanap ang path, earning 2 times as an Amazon VA. He used to be a general virtual assistant. But the thing is, madali nga yung task, pero mas madaming ginagawa, mas longer hours, and mababa ang rate. So, nung nakuha niya daw yun, well, based sa experience niya, based sa shares niya, mas lesser pa ang mga task, ang hours of working niya, but mas 2 times yung salary niya, mas mataas. Okay, so how can you differentiate yourself from other expert freelancers, even as a newbie this 2024? So let's align your everyday life skills being an Amazon VA. So I'm going to share to you a picture and just tell me kung ano sa tingin yung work nitong taong to. Are you guys ready? Ready na ba kayo makita yung first picture na huhulaan nyo kung ano ang trabaho nitong taong to? Ready? Yes, yes. I want to see some yeses. Okay, so first picture. Anong work ni sir? He is mabilisan lang. Paunahan, office assistant, manager. He is a office administrator. So strong organizational skills, maalam siya sa technology, software, inputs, data, keming mga ganyan. So, sino dito yung mga office administrator? Or somehow connected sa ganyang work? If you're an office administrator and you want to become an Amazon VA, you should try being a Amazon VA inventory manager. So very, very same lang din ang kanilang ginagawa. So ang inventory manager, ikaw nag-optimize ng stock levels, data analysis, na-forecast mo kung kailan mauubusan si client, na-forecast mo kung mabenta pa tong product ni client, kailangan pa bang mag-ano sa supplier, at ikaw din naghahanap ng suppliers din. Ay, kumokontak sa suppliers. So, kung hindi ka naman office administrator, and you yourself, when you think, you believe that you are organized, you like to track supplies at home or at the office, and you are a great problem solver. Sino dito mabilis maka-solve ng problema ng tao? For example, may problema si friend, 'di ba, sa jowa niya, toxic yung relationship at nakakapagbigay ka ng mga solutions for that. Or for example, may mga reklamo tulad sa bahay, wala na tayong ganto, ganyan, at nasusolve mo ang problema. Do you feel that you're that kind of person? Uy, that's a good skill to have, a problem solver. Someone who is also organized. Yung pag mag-grocery shopping ka, tapos lalagay mo na siya sa ref, tapos feel mo, gusto mo maganda, maayos, curated paglagay sa ref. So those are the simple and little things of a characteristic ng isang Amazon VA inventory manager. You don't have to be an office administrator. Again, as long as you're organized, you like tracking supplies, and you are a great problem solver. Okay. Mostly retail customer complaint po ay oo talaga. Yan ang mga mostly na nangyayari. Okay, so we're done. Ready na kayo sa next? Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Ito naman, si ate mong girl, just wanna give you guys an example, di ba? Social proof of our students na mga nag-corporate, dati siyang nag-work sa bank, ngayon Amazon VA na siya at mas 3 times pa yung salary niya sa pagiging virtual assistant, specializing in Amazon VA. So kung sa tingin nyo, magkano bang sinasweldo ng isang e-commerce inventory or lister? Around $5 to $13. So that depends then. So another one, are you guys ready to see the next? Ready to see? Pag may nag-yes, i-next ko. Yes, ayan. This one, ano kayang tingin yung work ni Madam? With the office, with the nice hair, with the, ano yung tawag pag ganyan? Very corporate, she is a supervisor, CEO, gym instructor, totoo ba? She is an entrepreneur. So, is she's into sales, marketing, knows financial management, strategic thinking, decision making, pinakang importante yan, resourceful and risk management. Sino dito mga online sellers? Online sellers or kung may mga negosyo kayo, online selling. Type niya nga ako po. Yeah, may mga me before, sabi ni Jamie, si Jacqueline. TikTok affiliate, yan. Entrepreneurs din yan, di ba? You have to know the great decision making. Kung magde-decide ka pa, am I gonna sell this product? Ito bang product na to? Bebenta ba siya? At kailangan din creative ka. So kung ang background mo ay entrepreneurship at gusto mo maging Amazon VA, you should try being an Amazon VA product researcher. So ikaw naghahanap ng products ni client. But hindi lang yan basta hanap yung pupunta ka lang sa isang shopping platform. Tapos, okay, ito, bibenta na yan. No, it requires a lot of training then knowing how to use tools. Kung naririnig nyo na yung Helium 10, may mga categories kayong kailangan pagdaanan, criterias to back up a data that this product will sell good. So yan ang isa sa tinuturo namin sa mga students natin here in Amaze Nation. So again, if di ka naman entrepreneur, but still you are good at negotiating, check. You are a meticulous. Alam niyo ba ibig sabihin ng meticulous? Sinong dito yung hindi nakakaalam ng meticulous? Type, hindi ko alam. Para ma-explain ko. Okay. Sige, ang meticulous is, in Tagalog, meticulosa. Pag meticulous ka, ibig sabihin lahat ng, tama si Risa, sigurista, lahat ng details, tinitingnan nyo. Even the smallest and tiniest. When you shop sa grocery na naman yung example ko. When you shop sa grocery, yung mga nagda-diet dyan, tinitingnan nyo ba magkano yung fat percentage? Tinitingnan nyo din magkano yung sodium, yung fat, yung mga kemikeming ganyan, if it's more a natural product. Those are some of the characteristics ng isang meticulosa. Another characteristic ng isang meticulosa is, ano pa ba? Tinitingnan mo kung high quality ba yung product sa isang store. For example, sa tingin nyo, saan mas magandang product bumili ng kanyaring gadget? CD or King or sa Apple? 'Di ba? Sa Power Mac. Siyempre, 'di ba? Sa Power Mac. So, those are the things na win-away mo ng isang product researcher. Yung supplier ba na ini-inquire mo, okay ba yung products nila? Matibay ba? Are they good in services? Yan. So, kailangan talagang you have these characteristics for yourself and also you are business-oriented. You must have a business acumen. Okay, I have, di ba, one of the things na, pag may mga nag-a-apply sa team namin, tapos may nakikita ko yung cover letter ng mga applicants na gusto mag-Amazon VA, I have a business acumen. Alam niyo ba ibig sabihin nun? It means that you have a business mindset. You know what it's like behind the scenes of creating and building a business, profitable business. Yun ang gusto ng mga isang clients when they hire a virtual assistant. Paano pa naman niya? Wala akong business background. Paano yan? Wala akong alam. Dahil, ang dami-dami yan sa YouTube. Manood ka ng Chinky-tan videos. Manood ka ng mga YouTube videos about business, madami dyan. Okay, what you feed yourself sa social media reflects who you are. So be careful rin kung ano yung mga kinokonsume nyo sa social media. You want to become an entrepreneur? Watch videos about entrepreneurship. But if you want about being an Amazon VA, watch your videos about being an Amazon VA and be inspired sa mga success stories ng students. Yan, dami ko naman sinasabi. So, ready na ba kayo sa next? Next one? Ready? Yan. Ay, so sorry, lagi ko nakakalimutan yung mga social proofs. Ayan, ito si Vanessa. She used to work in a corporate. May business din siyang coffee shop. Pero mas kumita siya sa pagiging Amazon VA copywriter. 100K, almost 100K monthly na kinikita niya. And ang mga kinikita ng isang Amazon product researcher yan, $1,000. So now, this is the next work example. Hulaan nyo, anong work nila? Call center, CSR, correct. BPO. So, include providing information about products and services, taking orders. So, alam ko marami sa inyong mga from BPO. So, kung BPO ang iyong background, you should try being an Amazon VA customer service. Yan, na-try ko na din yan. Ato guys, masterclass to tip. Pag naging, I'm sure some mga BPO dito, pag may kausap kayo, usually ang pag naging Amazon VA customer service kayo, chat yan, mabilisan. Never ever always reply na open-ended. Alam mo yung okay po, okay, parang ina-end nyo yung conversation. Should always show your concern, tuloy-tuloy, hanggang sa dulo, hanggang sa ma-solve nyo yung concern ni customer. Kasi ito pag hindi nyo chinaga ang mga customer service nyo sa Amazon, nagbabacklash yan sa listing. And ang mahirap sa listing, for example, may magsasabi na hindi daw na serve mabuti yung complaint niya from the back end. So, dapat from the start pa lang, pag nagkakaroon na sila ng concern sa isang product or sa delivery, you make sure na ma-solve nyo yung problem na yon at mabigyan sila, mapacify nyo sila na hindi sila magba-backlash sa listing ni client. Kasi nako, sobrang delikado yon. So if BPO, hindi ka naman BPO but you are a good listener, hindi lang sa chismis dapat, but also in practical conversations, you should be a good listener, you like talking to people, and you have done email and admin task. Sino na dito nakapaggawa na ng email and admin task? Pwede niyo yan ilagay pag mag-a-apply kayo as an Amazon VA customer service. Nakapaggawa na kayo ng email, admin task, solve problems of customers, etc. So, another social proof, yung totoong-totoo na dating BPO namin na student, ngayon Amazon VA, was Coach Telly. Yan. Ano lang siya dati? Support lang siya dati sa Amaze Nation. Ngayon, because of her proactiveness, coach, kinuha na rin namin siyang coach. Now, almost 6-digit na siya sa kanyang dating first client and very family-oriented yan si Telly. So, ito yung Amazon Customer Service Assistance. Yun, tumitingin ako rin ng mga job posts. Ang sabi, $5 to $10 per hour. O, diba? Tapos, sa bahay ka lang, di mo na kailangan mag-commute pa. Okay, next one. So, bibilisan ko na lang. Ano to? What do you think is his work? May graphs, may monitor, merong mga lines, keme-keme. Bitcoin trader, data analysis, correct? Forex, crypto, stocks, trader. So, siya nag-a-anticipate ng changes in currency price, enhanced trading models, algorithm systems. So, sino dito yung mga traders? May mga trader ba dito? Mapa Forex, mapa crypto, mapa stocks, Bitcoin pa yan. So, ito talaga, maraming students na from that background, ang tinry nila is pagiging Amazon VA, PPC, pay-per-click. Kasi when yan ang niche mo, ikaw ang naggagawa ng budget para sa mga ads ni client, ikaw ang nagbibid, nag-check ka rin ng mga graphs kung nagsisale ba nagko-convert ba yung sales ni client, nagko-convert ba yung campaigns nyo. So it looks daunting, but ang mga modules naman namin ay always for beginners. Beginners, and they will learn A to Z. So if you're not a trader, but you have these characteristics of having a logical thinking, you must be a logical thinker, know basic Google, Excel sheet, and you are good at analyzing data. So you don't have to be good at math. If kilala niyo si Coach Dean, lagi niya sinasabi na stress lang daw siya sa math nung college, ganyan. But she built a big empire sa PPC that requires a lot of numbers, requires a lot of daunting mga graphs, but looks daunting lang from afar. But when you start, when you're in that zone na talaga, hindi naman pala siya scary, hindi naman pala siya intimidating. Tayo lang naman ang nag-iisip na mahirap. Yon. Automated po ang reports, need lang i-analyze. So correct, it really needs a lot of good analyzation. So we're done at PPC. So ito ang ano natin, example ay si JP. Grabe nakaka-inspire yan si JP. Ang ganda ng story niya. He was open naman about it. Nagkaroon din siya ng documentary sa YouTube that, ato guys, listen na, that his mom surrendered him sa isang orphanage because of finances. Nahirapan talaga yung mom niya. So lumaki siya sa orphanage sa isang church. And then he built his own empire, naghanap-hanap siya ng mga other work. Now he is an Amazon VA, data scientist. So I think nagko-convert din ng sales para kay client. And nagpapasalamat siya sa gantong work kasi hindi na kailangan suffer ang kanyang family through that kind of trauma. And now he has his own son, naalagaan niya ng mabuti. So, kailangan talaga financially abundant tayo para na-share natin ng blessings at para mas guminhawa ang ating life. And grabe yung share niya, yung sa, alam niyo yung Wise account, pag maging freelancers, dapat may Wise account kasi doon tina-transfer ni client yung payments. Chinek niya kung magkano na yung a year na nare-receive pumapasok, 1.2 million na daw pala. Hindi niya namalaya na gano'n na pala karami ang pumapasok sa kanyang bank account. Sana all, 'di ba? Type niyo nga sana all in the chat. Kung gusto niyo, magugulat na lang kayo sa accounts niyo na 1.2 million na pala ang pumapasok, 'di ba? May 6-digit income a month kang nakukuha. It's possible. Real talk, some ay inaano na nakalimutan ko ano yung term. Parang ino-overhype na yung pagiging freelancer of 100K. That is, depende talaga if ano yung services na pino-provide mo. If yung specialized skill mo ba talagang ganyan ang kinikita, ilan ba talagang clients mo, kamusta yung work-life balance. So it's really naman possible. Pero may mga iba kasi nahaluan ng pagka-superficial. Yun lang talaga yung nangyayari. May hinahalong storyang hindi mga, alam mo yun, hindi in real life. Yan. So, ito naman ang isa sa rate ng pagiging PPC expert. Mga starting or beginners, $1,500 per month. Okay? So, last one. Anong tingin yung work ni ate girl? She is a... Can you type in the chat? Correct. Graphic designer. So siya ang creates visual text, imagery concepts, and naggagawa rin siya ng captivating mga art, 'di ba? Mga infographics for clients. Kapag graphic designer ka, you should try being an Amazon VA, enhanced brand content manager. Ikaw naggagawa ng magandang graphic listing ni clients. Like for example, itong mouse, itong binebenta ni client, maglalagay ka gagawa ka sa graphics, kung ano yung mga special features nito para ma-convert into sales. So, kung wala ka naman graphic designing experience, as long as you are creative, arts and design or your passion, and you love marketing, kailangan talaga may skills tayo ng marketing pag virtual assistant kasi kailangan meron tayong, 'di ba, nako-convert na profits and sales for client. Okay. Is it same as social media marketing? It's different. Kasi pag social media marketing, nasa Facebook ka, nasa Instagram ka. Pag Amazon VA, Enhanced Brand Content Designer, yung sa listing, for example, nag-type ka sa Shopee ng computer mouse, tapos nakita mo yung pinakang nag-eye catch sa'yo na listing, na parang thumbnail, ganon. Yun ang mga ginagawa ng isang Enhanced Brand Content Designer. Okay? So, questions later. So, another social proof to see na talagang legit. Ito si Carla. She was my batchmate. She was my classmate. Dati siyang sa retail industry, sa fashion industry. Ngayon, ano na siya? Being an Amazon VA na siya. So, more on sa marketing na rin siya, sa branding, kaya na rin yung mag-graphic design, sa listing. And she's a full-time mommy din at the same time. So, yan. Amazon graphic designer, $800 per month. This is just an example, pero iba-iba talaga yung nagiging rate. So, now we are done to finding the right niche for you. Anong mga how to leverage your previous experiences and kino-connect sa kung anong mga Amazon niche. So, type nga sa chat kung ano yung tingin nyo para sa inyo. Is it PPC, inventory? Is it graphic design? Anong sa tingin nyo? Si January ay graphic design daw. How about the others? Romel is inventory, Michael inventory. Okay, Zaldi, graphic design. Sabi ni A.B. Myra, parang gusto ko lahat. Actually, it's possible. If tingin nyo kaya nyo lahat, magawa inventory, listing, graphic design, PPC, pwede yan. And ang tawag sa inyo ay account manager. Yun ang tinatawag, account manager. Yan. Any recommendations for IT teacher? You should try PPC since very logical and math din siya. Okay, sige, ano pang mga say? I have experience in an on-site customers and sales support at my previous work. What role? Yon, Amazon, like I said, Amazon customer service. Two types yan. Merong email and merong voice. So kung gusto mo mag-voice, make sure meron kang headset. Yun. Okay, so now let's move on to the next. Mamaya yung mga questions, sasagutin natin lahat yan. So, next topic is find out the techniques to market your freelance services effectively. So, papag-usapan natin paano natin bebenta natin sarili sa mga different platforms. So, let me know, may papakita akong logo, let me know kung alam nyo. Paunahan sa chat box. Gcash na lang namin kung sino yung nauna. Okay, ano to? Anong logo? Facebook. Ito. Facebook. Instagram, correct? Ito. TikTok. Sino yung nauna? Grabe, ang bilis nyo. And lastly, this is LinkedIn. Nice. Lahat ba kayo meron na to? Sino yung walang Facebook, walang Instagram, walang TikTok, walang LinkedIn? Okay, lahat naman ay meron. Good job. So, paano natin minamarket sarili natin isa-isa? So, let's start with Instagram. Ready na ba kayo kung paano nyo mabenta sarili nyo through Facebook? Yung sometimes client na yung mag-message sa inyo, sila na ang lalapit sa inyo. Ready na ba kayo on how we can make use or maximize your social medias? Okay. Eileen is ready, Glenn is ready, Jacqueline is ready, Ariel is ready. Now let's start. So for Facebook, make sure you are using your pen and paper to take notes. Use appropriate profile picture and cover photo. Make sure na conservative tayo guys sa ating mga DPs. Dapat very composed, very demure, very mindful tayo sa ating mga profile picture. Kasi kung sobrang revealing and inappropriate, tingin nyo kung kayo ang client, i-hire nyo ba yung ganung virtual assistant? Take note, every time that you send an application, unang tinitingnan ng client on how to search you is through Facebook. Kung totoong tao ka ba? O anong background mo, anong pinopost mo. And unang nakikita nila is your profile picture and cover photo. Next is complete the about section. Alam niyo yung about, yung mga mabilisang about you. I-maximize niyo yon, again, yung mga compelling bio or mga skills and expertise na kaya mong gawin. Tell your background, tell what skills that you can do, etc. Showcase the knowledge and skills that you know how to perform. Kasi ito, laging mga sabi, paano kami mga newbie? Paano kami? Anong ilalagay namin? Then showcase the knowledge and skills that you know how to perform even you don't have a client yet. When you become a student in ASPA, ang dami naming assignments na pwedeng gawin sa inyo. Sabihin namin ng mga step by step, gawa kayo ng portfolio, and pwede nyo yun ilagay sa inyong mga social media accounts or mga profiles. A great example is yung kay Coach Senya. Tingnan mo, minaximize niya yung cover photo niya, ang laki-laki. Senya Gualberto, PPC, boost sales, lower ACOS, improve BSR ranking. Yung intro niya, sinulat din niya, skilled and certified Amazon PPC manager and marketing director. Bongga, diba? Okay. Next, Instagram. Anyone here who has Instagram? Instagram is mga aesthetic, diba? Lagi natin nakikita si Nadine Lustre dyan. Kailangan, ano ang Instagram pleasing sa eyes. Magaganda yung, may halong art, may halong arte. So, how to market yourself on Instagram is to share valuable content related to your expertise or industries. So, when you share about freelancing, share about paano magkawin ng client. Share news about freelancers. Share topics about it. Post visually appealing contents. Yan. Kasi nasa Instagram, kailangan nga, di ba, aesthetic. Make use of Reels. Alam niyo ba yung Reels? Yung mga Reels, mga videos, talk about the niche that will keep your audience engaged. Okay, considering using Instagram ads, meron na ngayon yung Instagram topics. Pag mag-a-upload ka daw ng video, may option doon, anong topic ba yung video mo to reach a wider audience. So, nagiging business, na talaga, inclined sa Instagram. So, a perfect example I have for this is for Coach Hannah. So, ang niya talaga, ang forte niya, ang niche niya is she creates branding for Amazon clients, e-commerce clients. So, yan. Cheerleader of your big life, brewing and scaling personal brands, go-getter. So, yan, nagpapakita siya ng mga tips and tricks and make sure niya talaga yung feed niya very visually appealing. Okay? So, next is, eto, TikTok. Sino dito nasa TikTok? Anyone here has TikTok? Ano bang latest trend ngayon sa TikTok? Can anyone share? Ano bang yung mga pinag-uusapan kay TikTok? Na trending ngayon. Dati, 'di ba, nung sa last webinar kong pinag-uusapan is Aspens. Mga Aspens, no? Tapos, na-cancel si Balaydaco. Balaydaco kasi hindi daw nila pinasok yung isang Aspen. Girl, naglabasan lahat ng mga cafes, sa mga restaurants na pet-friendly sila. Di welcome any breeds, di welcome ganito, ganyan. Nagbo-boost, ang daming views pag ganun ang topic. So, pag Instagram ka and you have this certain topic or niche, kailangan i-connect mo yun sa kung anong pinag-uusapan. Sige, so ano yung mga pinag-uusapan ngayon? Christine updates, lababo. Ay, lababo. Labubo. Lagi ko nasasabi, lababo. Ano ba yan? Politics, APT trends. Yung lababo pala is, 'di ba? Perfume. Okay, ano pa? Politics, APT trends, ice cream dance. I don't know that ice cream dance. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. But anyway, ang marami ngayon is the storm. Okay, so, syempre ang mga content creators, they'll talk about the storm. Diwata, Diyos ko, laos na po yan. Canceled na yan, canceled. Tapos na po yan si Diwata. Nagkaroon na siya ng peak of his life. Yan. Okay, next. How to market yourself sa TikTok. Talk about giving tips and advice that is connected your niche. So, pinag-usapan na natin yan. So, kumbaga, kung beauty, pinag-uusapan mo, talk about the latest makeup trends, ganyan-ganyan. Kung freelancer ka naman or Amazon VA, share your day-to-day life as being an Amazon VA. Be consistent in posting so that algorithm will show your content to the right audience. So, for TikTok, ang nangyayari is the more na nagpo-post ang isang creator, mas nagkakaroon siya ng madaming audience, 'di ba? So, always be consistent. Yan yung isa sa mahirap. Madaling sabi, pero mahirap, 'di ba? Pag consistent ka laging nagpo-post. But if meron ka namang biggest why, you want to reach an audience, you want to have this certain branding or marketing for yourself, why not go for it? Be on trend, talk about the latest trends and connect it to your niche. So yun, yung nga sinabi ko sa inyo, dapat ano kayo sa trends. Updated tayo lagi kasi i-connect natin yung niche natin sa kung ano ba ang mga latest trends. Yan. So anything else? Ano pa bang Miss Gran ang mga topic ngayon? Okay. So ang example ko ngayon is si Jansen. So si Jansen, ang dati niyang niche is sa pagiging insurance advisor, financial. Tapos ngayon, try niya maging Amazon VA. So ayan, nagpo-post siya ng mga tips about finances, about Sun Life. So yeah, so always be consistent about your niche and your topic. Para, 'di ba, kunyari merong agency na gustong makipag-work sa inyo, brand na gusto makipag-collaborate sa inyo, known kayo sa specific or certain topic. Okay. Paano naman pag online jobs? Sino dito may online jobs? May nag-online jobs na ba? At naghahanap ng clients doon? Kamusta ang paghahanap naman ng clients sa online jobs? Okay. Have recent ended contract. Ay nako, that happens. Okay. So, in this webinar, in a moment, I'm going to show to you my online jobs platform. Okay ba yon? Para magka-idea kayo. Kasi dito hindi ako nagdadamot. In Amaze Nation, hindi kami nagdadamot. The more you give tips, the more you give advices, tricks, hacks, mas nagiging blessed ka, mas lumalapit sa inyo ang blessing. So, ready na ba kayo makita ang aking online jobs, OLJ? Ready? Okay. So, ready na sila. So, this is my online jobs tab. Yan. So, pag nag-aano ko sa online jobs, ilalagay ko yan, Amazon and e-commerce seller virtual assistant. So, lagyan nyo na din kung magkano. Actually, hindi nga 400 or yung akin eh. Ayun, palitan ko na. 400 ba dapat? Yan. Know our worth. Profile description. So, I always optimize, I use keywords. Sinasabi ko na kaya ko mag-account management sa Amazon, Shopee, Walmart. Create and edit listings. Ayan, linalagay ko dyan yung tunay ko naman talagang kayang gawin. Technical skills, experiences, these are the things na kaya kong gawin. And most of them, alam niyo ba, natuto ko lang sa pagiging ASVA student, seller calculator, seller account, yan, mga ganyan chika. Soft skills, I also added that. Tingnan natin sino mga nag-message. Yan, sila lang yung din nagme-message. Diba, hindi na tayo maghahanap ng clients. Si Alexander, opportunity, if you are yan. Are you the client are you the one we are looking for? Yan, full-time position, salary range $1,000 to $2,000. Sabi ni Mokhtar. So that is for the online jobs. Kailangan talaga optimize and every time na may bago akong natutunan sa present client ko, current client, update ko kaagad yan sa mga profiles ko, sa mga resumes ko. Next is free up eh. Ano ba? Ano yun yung isa? LinkedIn. Yan. Ito naman sa aking LinkedIn, e-commerce specialist. So, inano ko din yung cover letter ko. I also maximized it. let's upscale your financial freedom and e-commerce business. So, I maximize yung about ko, e-commerce specialist, pero hinighlight ko yung Amazon Virtual Assistant, product listing and SEO optimization. Ayan, wag niyong gagayahin to na mali pa ako ng typo. Optimization. Bakit importante to, tong ginagawa ko? Yung sa about lang. Kasi clients do not search you by name. Sino ba ako? Nini Jacqueline Hernando. Pa naghahanap sila. Ang hinahanap nila is an e-commerce specialist, an Amazon virtual assistant, a product lister, and knows how to do SEO. Yun. Pero hindi lang nagtatapos dyan. You also must need to connect to people. Para, the more you connect your people, to people sa LinkedIn, mas nagkakaroon ng visibility yung LinkedIn mo. So, sila na rin mismo and then I also update here, same lang din to sa online jobs. Always put your skills and what you can perform and the results. Dahil na to, yung mga nagtatanong dyan kung may certificate tong webinar. No, ako nakuha ko certificate ko nung naging student ako. Tapos, nagpo-post lang din ako ng mga kung anong enek-enek. Tapos, mag-ask din kayo ng mga recommendations sa friends nyo. Yan. Though, that's basically it. Are you guys learning so far? Yan, balik tayo dito. So far, learning naman sa online jobs, sa LinkedIn, kung paano natin i-optimize at makahanap ng clients. Grabe, sobrang open book ko Talagang pinakita ko yung profiles ko, mga inbox ko. So where to find clients? Alam na natin, 'di ba? Paano i-optimize ang ating profile? Paano naman kung makaghanap tayo ng kliyente at pagkakakitaan? Ready na ba kayo to find out how to find clients? Okay. How to find clients is this one. Pwede nyong i-screenshot yan. I usually get sa online jobs, but pinakang the best clients are from LinkedIn. LinkedIn talaga the best. Hindi ko lang nasulat, sorry. But LinkedIn for me. Okay? So, how to qualify the client you want to work based on the job description? So, paano mo naman masasabi pag nag-job hunt ka, naghanap ka ng mga job post, how would you have that decision making that this client is okay? So, tuturuan ko kayo kung paano. So, number 1, look for job posting with detailed and clear descriptions of the tasks involved. Pag malalaman nyo na okay si client, pag maganda yung description, maayos, grammatically correct, ayoko yung ganto. I will not apply for this. Amazon FBA tapos isang liner. So that's a no. Gusto ko yung detailed like this. Key responsibilities, ano yung hinahanap, skills and qualifications, nakasulat dyan. Pangalawa, you're the freelancer, you call the shots. You can decide if you want full-time, part-time, project-based, or flexible. Turuan ko kayo kung ano ibig sabihin pag full-time. Pero at first, okay, bago kong tanongin, ano yung gusto nyo? Full-time? Sino ditong gustong full-time? Okay. Full-time is 8 hours ka mag-work. Pwedeng may time tracker si client. Meron namang by hour. Yun. So, by hour, pwedeng 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Depending yan. Nakasulat din naman sa job description yan. For example, $15 to $20 per hour. Meron namang full-time. So, yung mga full-time dyan, yan, meron mga $500, merong mga $1,000. Pag full-time ka, magtatrabaho ka sa kanila, may mga times naman required ka 8 hours. Pero pag natapos mo naman yung work ng maaga at mabilis ka, pwedeng kahit 5 hours or 6 hours lang din siya. So, sipag-sipag din. Pag flexible, ayan, alam ko maraming gusto flexible. Flexible is you can work any time of the day as long as you are delivering the results. Sorry, nabulol ako doon. But, alam ko, sino ba dito yung mga gusto flexible? Type me. Yan, flexible. Pag gusto nyo ang flexible, take note of this, something to ponder on. Pag flexible, kailangan trusted kayo. Clients are operating through trusting their virtual assistant if flexible yung binibigay. What do I mean about that? Kasi pinagtitiwalaan ka nila na talagang gagawin mo yung work. The work na sinabi mo na within this time, gagawin mo, itong task, ito ang ide-deliver mo. So, I know it sounds parang ang saya-saya naman, flexible, ganyan. But meron ka ring dapat pinoprotektahan yung tiwala sa'yo ni client. Dapat hindi nawawala yun. Okay? Pag sinabing ito ang deadline, usually deadlines yan, de-deliver nyo talaga yung deadline. But, in good quality, dapat maganda yung pinresent nyo kay client na kung listing man yan, kung campaign man yan, dapat matutuwa siya. So, yeah, always take care of the trust sa inyong mga clients. So, next is part-time. So, ito naman yung mga part-time. Sino dito yung mga corporate dyan? May mga nagko-corporate pa dito. Yan, marami rin. Si Jamie, Joanna. So, pag magko-corporate po kayo, dapat, alam nyo dapat ang time na kaya nyong ibigay kay client. Kunyari, 8 a.m. kayo to 5 o'clock p.m. Pag uwi nyo sa bahay, magpahinga naman kayo onte, tapos decide kung anong sa gabi ang kaya nyong i-allot na time. That is part-time. Usually, yung mga interested mag-full-time sa pagiging freelancer or virtual assistant, what they do is, nasa corporate pa sila, and then, nahanap sila ng part-time Amazon VA. Tapos, they'll just grow and grow, get all the learnings that they need habang nasa corporate pa, look for clients at the same time. If they think na hala, parang mas tumataas na yung salary ko sa pagiging virtual assistant, sa pagiging Amazon VA, pag mas tumataas na to, tsaka nila linelet ko ang corporate. Is that something that you see here, guys? See in the future? Okay. May nagtanong, sabi ni Zaldi, ano po mas okay pag government employee? Anything that applies to you. Anything that you see yourself that is aligned to you. Open naman ang pagiging Amazon VA. Meron nga ako na interview sa PPC. Dati government employee siya. Ngayon, Amazon VA PPC siya. Yan. Example, I see Apollo. So, he works at a corporate pa din, but then gusto niya ng financial abundance. So, nag-ano siya, nag-Amazon VA at the same time. Tapos, nagagawa pa niya yung work sa mga favorite restaurants niya. So, ayan, may ramen, may food. And yeah, is this something that you see yourself guys doing? Ang saya mag-work, 'di ba? Pag flexible, pag all you need to have is your laptop, you just need your Wi-Fi, and as long as you're delivering the task, tas okay mamigay ng rate si client, nati-treat mo sarili mo sa mga masasarap na restaurants. Promise, it happens. It really, really happened. Kaya naman, girl, naging Amazon VA ako, medyo nag-gain ako ng weight. Medyo nagkaroon tayo ng pisngi, but 'di ba, we deserve the best things in life. Okay. So next is third, how do you qualify the clients or job post is to avoid lowballing clients. Ito yung mga they pay low but yung job description nila is pang expert na. So for example, hindi ako mag-go dito. Sabi, $600 full-time, dapat daw marunong na mag-scan, unlimited, seller Kipa, 550K revenue a month, tapos can work pa night shift, so sobrang X yan. I would go for this, di ba? Someone 35 to 45K, postgraduate degree, spoken. Hindi naman kailangan perfect English, keme lang niya yan. Marunong mag-communicate English, good knowledge about Microsoft Excel, formula, ganyan-ganyan. So, dapat napapantay ni client yung hirap ng task versus sa binabayaran sa inyo. So, know your worth. And these ones as well. Beware of these client red flags. Ang red flags yung mga dapat nating iwasan. They didn't meet the agreement, ask for free samples. Wag na wag kayong mamimigay lagi ng mga free samples, no? Protektahan nyo yung skills nyo, di nyo lang yan dapat pinapamigay. They expect unlimited revisions, paulit-ulit. Salary is not proportional to your workload, poor payment practices, and looking for a rockstar VA. This is kinda a controversial topic, yung looking for a rockstar VA. Usually kasi these are agencies na naglalagay sila sa mga job posts looking for rockstar VAs. Those are agencies na mabilis kang makapasok sa agency nila, pero usually night shift yan. Night shift, tas sobrang daming ginagawa. As in micromanagement. Parang mas malala pa sa, hindi ko sa sinisiraan, but yun ang personal experience ko. But if gusto mo namang matuto as newbie ka, ready kang, di ba, ma-stretch, masanay sa ganung culture, go lang, sige. But expect na mababa siya kasi agency, 'di ba? Okay. Next is green flag. Ito yung mga dapat nating nakikita sa clients. Generous sila sa pag-share ng knowledge. They value you. Let you grow in other areas. Ayan, nakita nyo na other platforms, tinuruan ako. Gives feedback in a constructive manner. They don't let you do tasks on the job description. And if you feel that the interview is a conversation and not an interrogation. During interview pa lang, dapat parang nagmamatch na kayo. Very harmonious yung conversation niyo at hindi nagkakaroon ng parang debate. So, dun pa lang sa interview, maganda na yung pakikisama niyo sa isa't isa. Kasi kayo magtatrabaho. Lagi kayo mag-uusap niyan. So, from the interview itself, dapat maganda na yung chemistry niyo sa isa't isa. Next naman is how to attract the client of your dreams. Paano mismong clients ang magbe-message sa'yo? So, optimize your profile. Pinakita ko na sa inyo. Present your portfolio or past homework sa mga clients nyo. As a newbie, dati wala talaga akong kaalam-alam sa pagiging Amazon VA. Newbie talaga ako, as in. One of the things that really nagka-trust sila sa akin is through the homeworks that I did. Mapa-listing, mapa-product research. I just passed it. And na-believe naman sila na kaya kong gawin as a beginner. Third is join community groups that are related to your target and be an active sharer. Mag-join kayo ng mga freelancing groups, Amazon VA groups ba man yan, virtual assistant. Tapos may mga times, di ba, na may mga nagtatanong doon. Nagbabasa ba kayo ng gano'n? May mga nagtatanong, tapos may magko-comments. Huwag lang kayo maging silent reader. Dapat active sharer kayo para you made a mark in that community that, wow, this person is trusted and credible enough. Okay? 4, have a community or coach whom you can ask questions and help. Kasi, ito pa lang, sa mga magsa-start pa lang as a virtual assistant, as an Amazon VA, expect ng client, pag naging VA kayo, that may alam na kayo. Dapat meron kayong, di ba, may naka-ready kayong bala na kung paano gawin yung work or idea man lang, mas na-appreciate ng client. Kasi kinuha ka nila as a VA to solve problems, to help them. Hindi yung sakit sa ulo yung ibibigay mo. No, wag ganun ha. Dapat, again, pag naging Amazon VA kayo, at least meron kayong alam. Okay. 5 is specializations or specializing. So, kunento ko na, I shared kung paano ang specialization. Use SEO in your profiles. I already taught you that. Lagay nyo siya sa about, lagay nyo dun sa skill sets nyo. And lastly is share proof of results on your social medias or create contents. Kunyari, kung meron kayong naging client, screenshot nyo yung meeting nyo, but of course with the approval of the client. Para 'di ba, in the future, may mga nag-hunt sa inyong client, nakikita kung totoo ngang nagkakaroon ka ng mga Amazon na kliyente. Okay? So we're done with the freelancing services and business. Okay, what are you guys learning so far? Bago tayong mag-check. So far, okay naman ang ating mga topics. May mga natutunan. Ano yung mga natutunan nyo so far? Nahanap nyo na ba ang inyong mga niche? Nahanap nyo na ba ang para sa inyo? Okay, optimization is key. Correct. O talagang importante ang optimization. Reassuring, learn a lot. Ano pa bang mga natutunan natin? Determining our niche. Red and green flag clients, tama? Ano pa mga best practices, product knowledge, and skills are vital to any job. Correct si Ariel. The red flags about clients. How to set up an online platform to attract clients. Uy, ang ganda ng sinabing ni Risa. 5 stars ka doon, girl. Yan. Do we apply on the Amazon website or no? We are not connected sa AWS, sa Amazon Corporate. No, we are connected to sellers. Tinutulungan natin si sellers. Yan, napalawak pala talaga ang job ng isang VA. Dapat may ma-prioritize ka muna as a beginner. Correct. Yan, so I love it that everyone may mga natutunan. So let's go and move forward sa what are your current challenges to become a freelancer? So again, alam ko merong nasagot na natin at the beginning of this webinar. But let's raise it again. Ano ba yung mga current challenges nyo nga ba? Sa mga, lalo na yung sa mga nag-start na at currently applying at nahihirapan. Sabi ni Zaldi, self-confidence. Yan ba yung mga limiting beliefs natin na nagpapastop sa atin? Yun ba yung mga voices in our head that we're not good enough? Getting rejected in emails, oh my gosh. Yan ang number one na dapat hinaharap ng mga freelancers, rejections. Dapat, rejections are redirections. Ano pa ba? Ito si Ria. Tools and experience as per feedback. Correct. Lagi yung tinatanong ng client. Do you know how to use Helium 10? What methodologies that you use in Helium 10 or in Seller do you know how to read graphs in Kipa? Yan yung mga kasi talaga, specialization, guys. As we discussed, di ba, a while ago that kaya mataas ang rate pag specialized kasi not everyone can do it. Not everyone know how to use tools. Di ba? Next is si Glenn, sabi finding client, lack of experience, strength and weaknesses, self-confidence, time management. Okay, Riza May, yes, we will gonna give this recording sessions. So stay tuned kung paano mo makukuha. Learning skills, grabe si Michael John. Kahapon nga lang 4 rejections na agad. But you know what, Michael, congratulations. Yung mga ganyang the more rejections that you have, the more closer you are. Ako siguro 100 rejections na ata ang ko dahil dito sa pagiging VA. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your vulnerability. This is a safe space. No one is perfect here. We all start from somewhere and it's okay sometimes, di ba, na hindi pumapabor ang buhay or ang mundo sa atin. Kasi that's part of life. Kung lagi tayong na-accept or laging, di ba, approve, ano na lang challenge in life? Magiging boring. So, the more, di ba, that we face these kind of scenarios in our life, the more it makes us strong. So, maybe you face 4 rejections, but the thing is, what you do, what next steps that you do. Do you give up after 4 rejections? Do you give up, guys, after that? Hindi. No, of course not. Because in freelancing, what matters lagi is what you always do next. Ano yung next step? Ano yung gagawin mo? So, hindi pa period yan. So, okay, let's go back to our lessons. I'm going to address some of the common limitations ng mga aspirants kasi most of you guys are aspirants. And paano mo ma-overcome yung ganyan challenges? So, first is finding clients. 'Di ba? Nakita ko may mga nahihirapan finding clients. Ang sagot diyan is it is not about how many times you apply and the content you apply and the content of your cover letter and portfolio. So kailangan talaga diyan is you make time to write your cover letter or not hindi siya yung sa rejections eh. It's about you, how you are doing your cover letter. Paano mo pinapaganda ang cover letter mo? Paano siya paano mo siya tinetake effort that clients will choose you and will say yes to you. And always update your portfolio. Lalo na pag may mga bago kayong learnings na natutunan. Second is, they cannot leave their corporate job. Kaya ayaw nila pa maging freelance. Siguro, they think that being a freelancer is unstable. Well, ang sagot dyan is go back to your biggest why. Isa yan sa modules ng Amaze Nation or ASPA Masterclass. We always condition first our student. Bakit mo ba to ginagawa? Pag alam mo yung 3 biggest whys mo, you want to work home, I want to spend more time with my family, I want more financial, 'di ba? Abundance. So, pag nababalik yun sa mind mo, mas nagiging confident ka, mas nagiging sure ka sa sarili mo. Whatever it is, you'll know when you go back to your biggest why, it's you gain more clarity. Number 3 is the modules are hard. Sabi ng mga ibang student, ang hirap daw ng product research, keme-keme, ganyan. Ang sagot dyan, if it's easy, then everyone is doing it. Edi lahat na naging Amazon VA, edi lahat na naging Amazon VA, edi bumaba lahat ng mga sweldo, bumaba ang rate. Kailangan pinagtatrabahuan yan. Kaya gusto natin ng mataas na rate, di ba? O, di ba? Gusto niyo ng 6 digits a month, gusto niyo 120, 180, 200K. Kailangan mahirap, hindi naman ganun kadali, di ba? Mag-earn ng ganong amount, ng ganong rate. So, kailangan pinagtatrabahuan. Hindi yan dumadating sa atin. That's a lazy mindset. Everything has to be hard. And when it's hard, it is worth it. Okay? Yan, anong sabi ni Spider-Man, Janry? Ano ba yun? Yun ba? With great responsibility. Paki-type nga, Janry, na interested ako ano yung sabi ni Spider-Man's motto. Okay, sabi ni Jamie, no work is easy. Correct. Tiyaga lang talaga. Ayan, sabi ni Janry, great power comes with great responsibility. Period. 4, rejections. Ito ang nagpapastop sa madaming aspirants. Pag sinasabing rejection, pag may nagsasabi lagi na, virtual assistant, oversaturated na yan. VAs, ang dami na oversaturated. Hindi, kasi ang daming hindi natutuloy pag nakaranas ng rejections. Okay? So, pag nagkaranas ka ng rejections, maraming tumitigil dyan eh. Those are just redirections. The more that you face interviews, tapos hindi nag-work or hindi ikaw ang kinuha ni client, that's okay. Magandang practice yon. The more na alam niyo, dati kinakabahan ako nung mga 2021, wala talaga akong alam, newbie. Laging hindi ako natatanggap. But kinakabahan ako lagi pag may interview. But dahil sa sobrang dami ng interview, parang na lang ako nakikipag-usap sa friend. Nagiging confident na ako. Tapos parang to the point na okay na lang kung di ako kunin, okay lang hindi. Mas doon pa ako natatanggap. So, magandang practice, magandang training ang rejections. 5, freelancing is oversaturated. So, yan, lagi natin naririnig yan. Ang sagot is every day there are new job postings that you can apply or you can join a community. Alam mong merong bagong laging job postings, pag lagi kang nasa online jobs, pag lagi kang nasa free up, lagi kang nasa Upwork, ang dami! 3 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago posted, 30 minutes ago posted. So there's ano pa rin, tiyaga-tiyaga lang. It's really up to you if you're really going to put on the work. And that rejections doesn't mean anything to you. Okay. 6 is they didn't pass the interview. Ito yung mga nagpapastop. May mga nakaranas na dyan, like me before, hindi na nagpasa sa interview. Okay. Always have a mindset that answer correctly and always divert the conversation to the client's advantage. Ito laging pagkakamali ng mga aspiring VAs. At sasabihin ko na din na isa na din ako dito. Pag tinanong, why do you want to become a virtual assistant? Oh, because I want higher income. I want more freedom. I want more flexible. Mga gano'n, yung mga pinag-uusapan natin, I want to travel while working. Girl, asan dun yung para kay client? Na siya yung magpapasweldo. What is in it for client, diba? So, huwag niyo sasabihin yun. Ang lagi niyong sasabihin is always to the client's advantage. Sabihin niyo things like, I know how to convert sales, 3 times more the average of clients' earnings, mga ganong chika. Or you could say that I love learning new skills. I love to learn new every day. Basta when you always stress about learning and helping and giving, those are keywords, help, give, 'di ba? To client. Yun ang gusto nilang naririnig. Kasi always go for the client's advantage. So, learning so far, learning about these top challenges. Sorry kung nangangati yung ilong ko. Mabalahibo ngayon yung mga dogs ko. Ayan, okay? So, we are done about mindset shifts. Now, let's create an irresistible portfolio that attracts and secure clients. So, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano gumamit ng mga tools at paano mag-create ng portfolio as an Amazon newbie. So, first, outline your skills and services. So, lalagay nyo, una pa lang kung ano yung skills na kaya nyong gawin. May it be tools, may it be, diba, Google Offices, stuff like that. 2 is gather samples of your work. Kung may mga homeworks ka, kung meron kang, kaya mo mag-provide ng step 1, step 2, step 3, or SOPs, ang tinatawag natin dyan kay client, give it. Give it to them. Show it to them. But not all. Okay? Dapat magtitira pa rin tayo sa sarili natin. As long as you let them know na kaya mong gawin, step by step, ang isang product research, example, or product listing. Lagay nyo yun sa portfolio nyo. 3, highlight relevant experience. Huwag niyong ilalagay sa experience nyo, best in cheerleading high school. Magte-take space yon. Mag-apply ka sa Amazon VA. Best in intrams. Wag na yun. Ang lagay niyo yung mga courses na in-enrollan nyo. Yan, best muse, best escort, best in costume. Wag na yun. Nakaka-take ng space yon. Or ano pa ba, mga tapos seminars nyo, field trip, ganyan-ganyan. Hindi na kailangan yun. Best in recess. Always put yung mga relevant experiences nyo sa pagiging Amazon VA. Maganda dyan, lalo na sa mga corporate, yung mga, diba, mga naranasan nyo from your corporate office that is aligned to being a virtual assistant. 4 is create or optimize profiles in freelancing job choice. Nakita nyo naman, di ba? Lahat ng online jobs, ginawan ko, LinkedIn, ginawa ko lahat yon. In-optimize ko lahat sa freelancing sites. 5th is get recommendations and testimonials. I get recommendations from the friends I know, alam yung work ko. Paano pa ba, mga teammates na naka-work ko sa agencies or even clients, di ba? Maglagay lang ng something sa LinkedIn. And 6 is continuous learning and improvement. Pag naging freelancer ka, you really need to invest in your skills. Continuous learning yan. Because the interface of technology of Amazon pa yan, of Shopee pa yan, kahit Facebook Meta pa yan, it's interchanging. Laging may bago, laging may new tools, laging may ina-update yan. So, yun. So, I hope these are very helpful. Now, ito yung mga tools and equipment for productivity. Just take a screenshot of this. So, ano pa, sa Amazon, ito naman ang ating mga ginagamit. Kipa for online arbitrage, Helium 10 for account management, Jungle Scout is yung pag may isang product kung magkano, sinasabi niyan kung magkano sales or anong ranking niyan. So those are things na mararanasan niyo, okay? So now we are done with the lecture. So meron tayong special guest. Okay. Are you guys happy sa mga nalalearn nyo? It's 6:24 in the clock. Thank you so much. At dami pa rin natin ngayon na nasa Zoom. I love na very active at very ma-share ang ating mga attendees ngayon. So now, meron pa tayong isang guest. She's an Amazon VA and a student here in Amaze Nation. So her name is Ate Myra. Mira, ate, nandyan ka po ba? AV Mira, ask to unmute. Yan.
Hello.
Hello! Yan. So, Ate Mira, so thank you no for being our guest sa ating webinar. So social proof lang na totoo at legit ang pagiging Amazon VA. So, anong masasabi mo sa naging experience mo bilang isang estudyante dito?
Bilang student, so noong nag-umpisa, totoo mahirap, madaming modules, madaming assignments, kailangang ipasa, kailangan talaga naiintindihan yung task. So sobrang dami nun kasi more than parang 50 yata yung kailangan panoorin. Tapos more than 4 or 5 yung assignments na kailangan i-submit. Tapos may times pa na hindi siya pumapasa. So despite of it all, yung mga tasks, assignments, nai-attach ko siya dun sa online portfolio ko, sa LinkedIn ko. So, nagamit ko rin yung assignments and task. So, eventually, nag-benefit din naman yung ginawa kong mga task during the time na nag-aaral ako sa advanced kasi yung kinuha ko. So, during that time, so napakinabangan ko rin. And during interview, so yun, nakikita nung client, despite na newbie ako, wala pa akong actual experience, puro theory yung alam ko that time. Kasi wala pa, hindi ko pa nakikita yung mismong tools na ginagamit. But as I explain kung paano ginagawa, kung paano nire-resolve yung issue ng client, ng seller, so nagiging confident na ako sa sarili ko, and then I will eventually gain the trust ng client kasi I know how to explain. So, meron dyan, YouTube University, doon nag-aaral sa YouTube, may mga free. Kasi pwede naman talaga. Pero it will take longer period of time. At saka, baka mo-confuse lang kayo kasi each creator, meron silang ways of explaining. Sa daming policies, sa daming SOPs ni Amazon, kahit yung mga mismong support ni Amazon sa loob, nalilito sa kanilang SOPs much more yung mga hindi naman talaga nakakahawak ng kanilang resources. So that's why taking a course, taking modules is very advantageous. It will help you yourself in finding the right client. So yung mga nakikita ko kanina sa chat na naka 5 rejections, yan, go lang yan. Kasi gawin nating 10. Yung pang 11 mo, yun na yun. Yun na yun. Kasi eventually, kapag nare-reject ka, meron kang self-evaluation. Ano yung tinanong sa akin nung client na hindi ko siya nasagot? So, balikan mo yun sa modules. Aralin mo ulit. The next time na tatanungin ka about the same question, may explain mo na sa kanya. So, kung hindi ka nare-reject, it's either of the two. Meaning, hindi ka nag apply or hindi mo binabalikan yung mga topics na kailangan mong balikan, kailangan mong matutunan para next time na tanungin ka, alam mo na. So, good thing na nare-reject ka because it means that you are doing something, hindi ka nagiging stagnant. So, gano'n yung naging journey ko at hindi siya talaga mahirap. Hindi siya talaga madali, sorry. Yung kanina na, if this is easy and then everyone else should be doing this, this is not. That's why, compared sa pagiging general VA, which is earning $3, $4, being an Amazon VA is double, triple, pwede pang times 4 yung kitain ng mga specialist because ang isang Amazon seller, ang isang Amazon client will pay a lot of money to help them with the business. At ang gustong-gusto nila, na-mention ko na to sa YouTube video ko, ang gustong-gusto nila i-hire na VA is mga Pilipino. Would you agree na matatalino ang mga Pilipino? Can you type yes sa chat box? Yan, gusto ko makita eh. Yan, yes. Diba? No racism, no, wala akong pinipinpoint na iba, but I trust the skills ng mga Pilipino kasi tayong mga Pinoy, nature na natin na kapag inutusan tayo sa corporate man, sa government man, o sa sarili nating business, pag meron tayong kailangan gawin na isa, dinadagdagan pa natin yun, may bonus pa yun, 'di ba? Kaya nga tayo may mentality ng suki. Kasi 'pag lagi siyang bumibili sa atin, dinadagdagan niya automatic may pa-bonus. Kasi gano'n tayong mga Pilipino, yun yung culture natin, na kapag nakita natin yung boss natin, yung ating, manager, supervisor, may trust sa atin, kahit hindi pa tayo inuutusan, ginagawa na natin and more than that. So gustong-gusto yon ng mga clients ng mga Amazon sellers i-hire ang mga Pilipino. It's proven. Kasi I have client na naka-base sa Dubai. So every time na kailangan nila ng VA, they will contact me. Do you have friends? Do you have colleagues that I can hire as a VA? So automatic Pilipino yun. But they are living in Dubai. Diba? So mas wider yung network nila, mas wider yung kanilang connection. They can hire anyone else sa Fiverr, sa kung ano man, but they will ask for common or colleagues na pwede nating i-refer. So isa yon sa mga advantages ng Pilipino ka, may skills ka, may mindset ka, may right attitude ka, all of those things, napakaswerte nyo kasi you decided, dapat sana nanood kayo ng Netflix ngayon, dapat sana yung mga binagyo, naglalaba, naglilinis ng bahay, but ilang oras na ba tayo magkasama, may nakikinig, so siguro mga 1.5 hours. So this is the start. The mere fact that you have joined this webinar, you signed up for this webinar, it means that you are looking for some opportunities. This time, you don't have to go abroad. You don't have to leave your family. You don't have to sacrifice your health. Kasi pwede kayong kumita unlimited. Totoo, may 6 digits. It's up to you. Gusto nyo 6 digits? Why not? Gusto nyo half lang no 6 digits? Why not? Gusto nyo time freedom? Go. Gusto nyo parehas, financial and time freedom? Go. It's up to you. Ikaw ang mamimili. Darating kayo sa point na yon, ikaw ang mamimili ng client, ikaw ang mamimili ng sweldo mo, ikaw ang mamimili ng time na gusto mong magtrabaho. Gusto nyo ba yun? Type naman. I can't hear you. Yan. Yan. Gusto ko rin nun, noong una. Kasi naghahanap din ako ng opportunities. I have been in the BPO industry for 15 years. Back and forth. Si Ninya, nung in-interview ako, hindi siya makapaniwala eh. Batangas to Alabang. So everyday, talaga nagbibiyahe ako. Everyday yan. Night shift pa ako kasi gusto ko ng night differential eh. So ganun. Tinransfer ko lang yung sipag ko into being a VA. And up to now, nung last na webinar, nagturo ako ng account management sa mga students na nag-enroll sa ASVA. So tumagal kami ng 2 hours. Pinag-aralan namin yung basic task na account management. So during that webinar, na-share ko sa kanila na yung newbie ako nung nag-a-apply pa lang ko after nung modules, after kong mag-graduate sa ASVA, si Online Jobs PH na-discuss kanina, sino nang may alam kay Online Jobs PH? Yung nakapag-try, mag-apply. Yan, si Jamie. Jamie ba yan? Yan, may mga nakikita ko nagmimi sa chat box. Yan, si Online Jobs PH, during that time, has paid me for several Amazon SOPs. So siguro mga 10 yun, if I'm not mistaken. 10 or 15 Amazon SOPs topics. Bago pa lang ako nun ha, siguro mga isa pa lang client ko or dalawa. Nakakadalawang clients pa lang ako nun. For every topic, binayaran nila ako ng $500 sa isang SOP lang. So imagine, naka-10 ako or naka-15, hindi ko na binilang. So ganun ka-demand, kalaki ang demand ng Amazon VA, ultimo si Online Jobs PH, willing to pay that amount ng SOP. Binebenta nila kasi yun sa Amazon sellers nila na tinitrain yung kanilang mga VAs. So may ganun pala. Willing to pay that amount. Much more kung tayo na as a VA, diba? Ang magtatrabaho for them. So this is not too good to be true kasi nung nag-start ako dito, so background ko lang na kasi uso na nun yung mga scam. Yan. So sabi ni husband, baka ma-scam ka ikaw muna. So nauna ako. Ngayon magkasama na kami nagwo-work. Kami yung work from home na hindi tumitigil sa bahay. Kasi totoo yung sinabi ni Ninya kanina. Like, yung ginagawa ni Apollo, he can work anywhere. Like us as well. Dali lang namin yung laptop. Kung saan man kami pumunta, pwede kaming mag-work. For as long as may dala kaming laptop, for as long as may internet, pwede kaming mag-work kahit saan. Sa kotse, sa school ng mga bata, sa coffee shop. Nung interview ko ni Ninya, nasa coffee shop kami. Yan. So kami yung kami yung work from home na hindi tumitigil sa bahay at saka ito yung totoong work-life balance. Kasi nagiging tagline na ngayon yung mga yung mga companies work-life balance daw. Pero hindi naman totoo yun technically kasi bakit? Panggabi, tapos 8 hours plus ilang oras ka magta-travel papunta sa work mo, 'di ba? Hindi naman kasama yun sa binabayaran, 'di ba? Tapos meron pang siyempre may food allowance, may clothing allowance. Dito magwo-work ka sa bahay, nakapambahay ka, 'yan. So, 'yun yung mga benefits na walang equivalent na pera. Kasi at the end of the day, dapat tayo nagwo-work, I'm speaking for myself, dapat tayo nagwo-work for, kung saan yung equivalent ng ating skills. Dito kasi sa Pilipinas, usually, 'di ba, nakikita ko sa Facebook 'to, wag mo masyadong galingan. Kasi 'pag ginalingan mo daw, dumadami yung trabaho mo. Nag-a-agree kayo dun? Sa Pilipinas 'di ba ganyan, 'di ba? Huwag daw galingan kasi, TY, 'yan. Dinadagdagan kasi ang galing. Hindi makapagreklamo sa supervisor o kaya sa manager. Nadagdag lang ng dagdag tapos yung sweldo hindi naman tumataas. Dito sa Amazon, pagka Amazon VA, kapag nagdagdag ka ng skills, the more natataas yung rate mo. Kasi initially, I started part-time. That was year 2020. Q4 ng 2020, nag-start ako part-time, $400. Nagwo-work ako doon, taga-fix lang ako ng stranded inventory, 1-2 hours per day. Kasi wala naman akong time tracker. Tas eventually naging full-time ako hanggang sa dumating na ako parang 1 month ago may dinecline akong client, share ko lang. May dinecline akong client kasi ang ino-offer niya lang sa'kin $800. So, kumpitin natin kung 56 magkano bang palitan ngayon? Kung sabihin natin 56, so 800, sino makaka-solve ng mabilis? 800 times 56.
Dali, solve nyo.
Solve niyo, dali. Sinong mabilis? Ang bilis ni Welito. Yan, 44K. Gusto niyo ng 44K? Sa bahay lang kayo. Yan, ang bilis. Sa bahay lang kayo, 44K. So, yun ang in-offer niya sa akin. I decline. Diba? Ang sarap. Magde-decline ka ng client kasi feeling mo, ayoko niyan kasi parang talo ako dyan. This is the field that open to you. Pwede itong maging ganito kayo kasi nandito na marami. Hindi lang ako sa YouTube, sa Facebook group namin, makikita niyo dyan. You can decline kapag hindi niyo feel ang client. This time tayo magde-decline. This time tayo magre-reject. Gusto niyo ba yun? Diba? Reject na tayo ng nire-reject This time tayo naman ang gagawa nun. Ayoko sa'yo, baba mo magbigay, tas ang dami mong papagawa sa akin. This time tayo na yun. But this is not an easy journey. Yung sa KMJS, kapuso mo, na pinili na video, very quick lang if you can stay for a few minutes. So marami nagko-comments doon ng negative kasi daw imposible daw yun, may agency daw kasi siya, or ano pa ba nababasa ko doong comments. Multiple clients. That's true for some people, for some VAs. That's true. Dito sa Amaze Nation, kapag ikaw naging expert ka sa isang field lang ha, isang field, meaning you don't have to be an expert on everything. So yung diniscuss ni Ninya kanina na PPC, graphic designer, catalog, inventory, account management, hindi kailangan best kayo sa lahat ng yun for you to be a six-figure VA. No. Isa lang doon, alam nyo. Tapos, meron kayong naapalayan, na-hire kayo kasi bumilip sa skills nyo. Premium client, possible, could be 6-digit or almost that. Depende sa conversion rate. Tapos, flexible time. Tapos, walang time tracker. Depende sa inyo. Kayo ang magde-design nun. Or halimbawa, dalawang part-time na client, pag tinotal nyo, 6 digits, para meron kayong safety net, meron kayong pang-backup. Kasi yan ang reality. Yan ang realization ng freelancer. We can be discontinued our employment anytime. Kaya nga tayo freelancer. So yung iba talaga nagmo-multiple clients as a backup lang. So no need for you to have multiple full-time clients na hindi na kayo matutulog. Yan, nababasa ko yun sa ibang Facebook group. Hindi na sila natutulog. Although 6 digits sila. Magkakasakit. So hindi ganon ang Amaze Nation. We are not pushing our students to be that. What we do in Amaze Nation is pick 1 or 2 skills, stand out, do your best in one of those 2 skills. Tapos, pag-aralan niyo yung brand, pag-aralan niyo yung product ni customer. Pag kaya pa ng time nyo at gusto nyo pa, so magdagdag kayo ng another client. Kung hindi, okay na yon. Tapos, ang maganda dito sa Amaze Nation, yung tinatanong nila usually na madali bang makakuha ng client? It will be up to you. Dito sa Amaze Nation, hindi kami madamot. Sabi ni Ninya kanina, binigay ni Ninya sa inyo lahat ng skills, pati online portfolio niya. Open book na siya. Kita ko yung link ni Ninya, di ba? May nagre-request pa ng Upwork. Hanapin niyo na lang si Ninya sa Upwork. Yan. Dito sa Amaze Nation, kasi nga, napakalaki ng demand at kilala na yung Amaze Nation as a community. So kapag may client na naghahanap ng VA, so we do referrals, we do recommendations. O sino, may plate is full. Sinong gusto dito? May job opportunity. Mag-send lang kayo ng email. Mention nyo lang ako. So very, very true. Kasi 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 ang nag-open dun sa isa naming client. So yun, madami kaming na-recommend. So, ganun, kalaki ang demand, yung help ng community, at saka yung control nyo sa oras, at saka sa kung magkano kikitain nyo. But at the end of the day, this will not be easy. Kilala nyo ba si Steve Harvey? Bukod dun sa Miss Universe niya na mishap. Si Steve Harvey, paminsan-minsan meron siyang mga kino-quotes na magaganda sa Facebook. Yan, may kilala sa kanya. Sabi niya, success is not a comfortable place to be. So, if you want to be successful, you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So, get out of your comfort zone. Kasi yung comfort zone na yan na nag-i-stop sa inyo mag-grow. Nung nasa BPO ako, lahat kami may health card, may retirement pay. Nakaka-avail din ako ng benefits ng leaves, wala kaming pasok ng weekends and whatnot. Pero, hindi ko na-attendan yung mga activities sa school ng 3 kong anak. At kapag may sakit sa amin, na-confine sa hospital. So, I cannot parang immediate na leave, ganyan. Kasi pinaplat yung leave namin dun, eh. So, yun yung mga nasa-sacrifice ko na milestone. This time, kung kailangan ako sa school, biglaan, so I can go there, anytime. So, yun yung mga comfort zone na nag-stop sa'tin. Good for those na nag-e-enjoy sa corporate job, nag-e-enjoy sa company ng mga kasama nila sa trabaho, nag-e-enjoy sa commute, ganyan. Okey lang yun kasi that's their own decision in life. But the mere fact that you joined this webinar, it means something na you are looking for an opportunity na wala kayo ngayon, na hindi niyo nakikita ngayon sa kung ano meron kayo. After 5, 10 years kung ano meron kayo, do you still, envision yourself that you are still on this position na ganito kayo ngayon, or do you want to be more in control of your time, more in control of your finances? Mahirap ba maging Amazon VA? Mahirap. Hindi 'to overnight success, hindi 'to pagkaupo sa laptop, pagkapanood ng module, after matapos ang modules, successful na agad, hindi. Kasi it took me 2020 ako nag-start, it took me 2 years para sabihin ko sa sarili ko, mawalan man ako ng client, okey lang ako. I can, I can look for or I can be with any other clients na hindi ako matatakot. Kasi hindi niya sinabi mo 'to, eh. Nung webinar na if all clients will leave you, you will still have one left client, and that's yourself. Kasi dito sa Amazon VA, sa Amaze Nation, specifically sa Amaze Nation, mawalan man kayo ng client, but you are confident with your skills, kasi natutunan mo siya sa Amaze Nation, magkakaroon at magkakaroon kayo. Tapos mare-realize niyo, kaya pala gano'n, kaya pala ako nawalan ng client kasi napalitan ng mas deserving ko. Kasi dito, mas mataas ang pay. Mas hawak ko yung time ko, hindi ako hirap sa workload. Kaya pala, because that's proven, maraming ganyan. So sana madami kayong natutunan kahit medyo madaldal ako at biglaan yung pagka-ano sa'kin, pagka-invite sa'kin. Kasi I'm from Batangas, so medyo affected din kami ng bagyo at sana safe ang lahat sa atin. Thank you sa time niyo na ininvest sa pakikinig sa amin ni Ninya, at sana makita namin kayo sa loob ng community. This is a very helpful community dahil sa dami naming na-try na before sa paghahanap ng online opportunities dito lang sa Amaze Nation. Nagtatanong ang mga coaches, nagtatanong ang mga volunteers, what are the students looking for? Ano ang mga needs nila? Ano ang mga kailangan nila? Ano yung pwede nating itulong sa kanila? So, dito lang kayo makakakita ng gano'n. 'Pag may pinost kayong tanong sa Facebook, meron diyang sasagot, meron diyang moderator, kayo pa ang kukulitin. Okey na ba yang tanong mo? Nagulat ako last time, kasi hindi siya nag-respond, may nag-post ng question, eh. Tapos sinagot siya, iba't ibang coaches ang nag-ano dun, ang reply dun sa tanong niya. Tas hindi na siya sumagot after yung mga sunod na conversation. The next day, nagtanong na si Coach Telly, "Okey na ba 'tong question mo?" Saan kayo makakakita ng gano'n, 'di ba? Na they are still checking the students if okey na ba yung naging issue niya with the client. So dito lang ako nakakita ng gano'n. Sana makita namin kayo sa loob ng community, because if this is something that helped me and my family, this could be this not could be, but this is something that I believe will help you. Kasi eto, proven na 'to, nasa sa inyo na lang. Ihakbang niyo na lang yung paa niyo papunta sa loob ng community. We cannot push you, we cannot, force you, because at the end of the day, kayo pa rin ang magde-decide. Kayo mag-aaral ng course, kayo ang mag-a-apply sa client, kayo mag-a-undergo ng interview, but you have a community to support you, to help you kung ano kailangan. Best practices, naku, mai-info overload kayo sa best practices. Si Coach Jenny nandiyan, si Evie Jenny, ang daming best practices niyan. Kahit ako natututo ako sa kanya. So, kanya-kanya kasi ng mga best practices. So, imagine ninyo halimbawa, nasa 20, 30 plus yung volunteers at coaches ng Amaze Nation, lahat sila magse-share ng best practices. Wala, magiging superwoman na kayo niyan. Superman na kayo sa pag-ano pa lang, paghahanap pa lang ng client. Sana marami kayong natutunan, sana makita namin kayo sa loob ng community, at sana hindi masayang yung time na inalat niyo for this webinar. Yan lang po, nice meeting you all.
Naku, thank you so much, Ate Myra, for showing us or gracing us with your presence. Nasalanta pa kayo ng bagyo sa Batangas, and yes, guys, ngayon, mga 1 hour or 2 hours before lang na-invite si Ate Myra sa pagiging guest, at grabe, ang dami niyang binigay sa atin na lessons and tips and motivations that really, ewan ko na lang sa inyo kung ano pa bang magpipigil sa inyo. Sinabi na namin lahat, sinabi na niya ang shares. And yeah, tama ang sinabi niya na nasa inyo ang first step, nasa inyo ang decision. So again, thank you so much, Ate Mari. Any last words that you want to share to our viewers? Ay, sorry, naka-unmute.
Ay, sorry. Yung Amaze Nation na tagline niya 'no, nandiyan sa'yo Ninya, life-changing learning, extraordinary living. So, yan ay very, very true kasi yan, ako yung one of the ano, true to life testimony niyan, at marami pa kami. So, next time kayo na magsasalita dito next time.
Yes, kayo naman ang kukulitin namin sa Saturday na mag-guest. Thank you so much, Ate Myra. Palakpakan naman natin si Ate Myra.